EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we bring you live final round coverage of the Open. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Sam Burns is on top. He's got it to 14 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
We've got 1-3-2 left to the flag today. Pin on the left portion of this green, so it will favour a wee draw.
I'm not quite sure that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
That's the way to start the backside. A perfect read. It's a birdie at number 10. And she's into double figures now at 10 under par. Let's move on to the 11th hole. This up the right side off the tee. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Second shot. Good look at the green.
Now it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
13 feet away. Okay, not a bad read there on the left to right. It just comes up a little short. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And she'll stay 3 shots off the lead. Moving on, we come to the par 4 12th. Solid, a good drive in the fairway. So after the big drive, this, a short approach to the par 4. And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. We turn to Pga Tour for this look at birdie.
And this might require just a little extra pace, but it's dead straight.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by.
Well, like the old saying goes, never up, never in, and that definitely applies here.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And she's going to hold on at -10. Here we are at hole number 13. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. Second shot forthcoming from the left side of this fairway.
Another example of her excellent balance and timing, and that's a good shot.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. Ten-foot putt left. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Par 3 tee shot needs to be precise. Yeah, very good shot, taking it in right of the hole, and a good look upcoming. 9 feet remaining here for birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Final few holes coming up as we reach the par 4 15. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Just over 160 yards still to go here for this second.
And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And she'll move to 11 under. Stepping up to the 16th hole. Excellent second shot here at the par 5. Frank, certainly a birdie is well within range.
Well, from that distance, that second shot, that's inside the PGA Tour standard, really. Two super shots, and you're right. Outside chance for 3.
Oh boy, that definitely took a look. But that was a perfectly weighted putt, nearly an eagle. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And she'll move to 12 under par. Settling in, hoping for a good one here at the par 3. This going to be her second shot now at the par 3. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, yeah, worth an exhale there. That's a good par save here at 17. And she'll hold steady at 12 under par. On now to the finishing hole. It's the par 4 18.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
From the rough, we check in with Noda.
147 to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle.
Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Oh, she got a great swing. I really like that golf swing. I love that shot, too. Inside 10 feet.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Oh, boy, not on your last putt of the round. That is cruel. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and that means this will be a final round, 65. Frank, this a solid finish for our featured golfer in contention today. Bitter end, but that major title just slips through their fingers.
Yeah, golf was good enough, but we all know, you watch it right till the end, and it's going to come down to a bad bounce or a good putt here, and it just stings when you're on the receiving end.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Noda Pga III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the Ryder Cup in 2021, Whistling Straits, it's live first-round coverage of the Kohler Open. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round one. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard. Remaining that, of course, the FedEx Cup. We're getting into the home stretch now. We will be at Scottsdale next week, Boston the week after that, and then it all gets started. Round one in Memphis, just 4 weeks from today.
It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Noda Pga is down on the first green, looking at this for birdie.
And an ideal look here, just moving slightly to the left.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and she'll remain at even par. We move on to the 597-yard second, the shorter of the two par fives on the front. Gentle dogleg left. If you go for the green in two, beware of a deep pot bunker 35 yards short of the putting surface. that will end all thoughts of going for this par 5 and 2. That's into the fairway bunker. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And we're over on the left-hand side in one of the biggest bunkers you'll find at Whistling Straits, so don't feel too bad about finding it. The lip, however, not too high, so it means we've got a good crack at advancing it down there.
A little too casual with the second shot out of the fairway bunker on the par 5. That had to find the fairway. Instead, this hole's just getting a little more difficult.
Fourth shot wants to get this close. Nah, the pace was okay, but that needed to be started a bit further out to the right. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And that's going to drop her down to 1 over. Now the stunning 188-yard par 3 third here at Whistling Straits.
Yeah, the green angles to the left. You have to be careful because it's well protected by those huge bunkers and dunes on the left.
Okay, safely aboard.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And she'll stay at 1 over. So off the par 3 third, now a beefy par 4, Frank.
And it's called Glory. And make 4 here, give yourself a self 5.
Up next, the hardest hole on the course, the intimidating 494-yard par 4 fourth. Many players avoid the mounting on the right side of the fairway. That is so well done, just generating so much torque through the swing, high launch angle. That was just about perfect. Iona, a second coming up.
And the fourth here at Whistling Straits is challenging enough. You just have to find the fairway. And that's what we've done here. So, still a chance of making a par or better.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Look here at birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started on line.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Heading now to the 603-yard par 5 fifth, where only the bravest will go for the green in 2. Water on both the left and right side of the fairway. Left side is where you'd rather be. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. After a good tee shot, Iona, this her second.
And it's a smart play to take it down the left-hand side here at the 5th hole, and most likely we're looking at 3 shots from here on in.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot. Good drive, left of center, flag cut back right. You can just go straight at it.
Iona, a second coming up.
And it's a short hole, the 6th here at Whistling Straits, the shortest on the front 9 in fact. To get to this back portion of the green you have to carry plenty of trouble, but be particularly aware of that deep pot bunker that's nestled in the gremlin's ear.
Yeah, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
Now this for birdie.
And this putt might just try to get away to the right, but not much at all.
That one just going to sneak on by. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and her score is going to stay right where it is. Our featured golfer in a good position, you'd have to say. just 3 shots off the pace after round 1.
Just got to keep the leaders in check, though. Can't afford to get...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Whistling Straits Golf Course on the shores of Lake Michigan, live second-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Sam Burns is on top. He sits at 10 under par. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Pga III.
She's looking at 102 left to the hole, ball sitting up very nicely in the rough.
A little further right, a little further up. That would have been close.
This one measures out to 15 feet. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And she'll get it to 7 under. What an interesting par 3 this is. The 7th is 221 yards. There is trouble to the right, and it is nicknamed Shipwreck.
I think those people that decide to go straight at the flag, then that's where they will pay a high price. There's nothing wrong with being a little left of the flag here.
Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a fraction off target, but you can't get the speed any better than that. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And she'll remain at 7 under. This one have enough going on for you? 506 yards, and it's a par 4 this 8th hole. Count them. There are more than 100 bunkers on this hole. So what you need to do is favor the left side, because if you don't, there is that steep drop-off right into Lake Michigan, all those dunes, all those bunkers on the right. Focus. Focus. Oh, that is squeezing every inch of distance out of the golf swing. That was as powerful as you're going to see. Frank, when we stop staring at Lake Michigan in the background, what should we be focusing on this shot?
Well, somehow you've got to thread a long iron in between the bunkers on the left and the bunkers on the right onto a very, very narrow green.
Wow, some good action on that approach, and a birdie putt awaits. Noted this for birdie.
All you have to do is start this on line and let the slope do its thing. I don't see a lot of movement in it.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And with it, she's got it now to 8 under par. Frank, how's the 9th hole here at Whistling Straits?
Not exactly the easiest way to finish the front 9, that's for sure. Slight bend to the right. Ideally, you want to hit it down that left side. Otherwise, you might be blocked out with that second shot.
That is poetry in motion right there. What a golf swing, and a big drive as well. Frank, now the second shot here at the 9th.
You can get caught with swirling winds here because of the trees and the protection on the hill on the right side. Another one to be very, very careful of.
It is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
On the precipice of going down. I do believe it's going to stay out. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And that's going to move her back to 7 under. So we begin this backside with the par 4 10. It's 391 yards. This one's all about positioning. You want to try to keep it down the left side of the fairway because there's that deep bunker on the right. That's a 240-yard carry. That's a pretty good poke. Just no chance to hold the fairway there, and it bounds into the thick stuff. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in 2 with a good shot here. Gonna have to accelerate through the sand here to give this enough carry. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. So that's in for par to start this backside. And her score's going to stay right where it is. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off. A good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
It's going to be up the left-hand side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning. Gonna have to give this a pretty good thump. Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. This is a 9-footer. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and she's going to stay at 6 under par. So for our featured golfer, Frank, it is on to the weekend. Who knows, if you get out early on Saturday, try and post a number, see what happens.
Exactly. There's such a...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the eastern shores of Wisconsin and Whistling Straits, it's live third-round coverage of the Kohler Open. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Your leader is Wake Forest's Will Zalatoris. He's got it to 14 under par. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15. Ooh.
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
Gonna have to be a little careful with this one. It's for birdie. Settle. Yeah, that's really good from that distance. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And she's going to hold on at 5 under. Now the run to the finish beginning here at the 16th, Frank.
And there's certainly a chance for 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, you name it down here. But it's all going to start with one thing, and that's a good drive.
Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
A great opportunity here for birdie. Well played there, a birdie here at 16. And she moves to 6 under par. '17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just ahead of the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And her score is going to stay right where it is. The final hole, the 18th, and the clubhouse in the distance. Frank, it's looking like home sweet home, isn't it?
Well, if you can hit the fairway here, that's one thing, but it still leaves an enormously long second shot.
I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. Frank, one last full swing. What are they looking at here at 18?
Well, even with a good tee shot, you're left with a long yardage in, so chances are you're hitting a long iron all the way across 7 Mile Creek, which wraps around the front and the left side. So this is going to take your best second shot.
Uses the spin there and holds the green, but a long way home for that birdie. Now this would be a good story to tell in the clubhouse. A long look for birdie at 18. 13 feet away. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And she'll drop back now to 5 under. Well, without a doubt, a disappointing Saturday for our featured golfer. High expectations. EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, it's live final round coverage of the Kohler Open. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13. No fairway here, this one in that rough. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Well, she's looking at 127 yards to the flagstick. Wind into the face, so you'll definitely need to account for that.
Well, I know I'm paid to talk, but there's not really much to say about that. Best to just move on to the next shot. Oh, that is how you get to be world #1. A beautiful shot there to get it in tight. Okay, safely in for par here at 13. And her score's going to stay right where it is. So here we are at the 14th, just a shade under 400 yards, par 4. You can see it's a dog leg left. You might be tempted to cut that corner, but you're asking for some trouble there. You can see there's an enormous fairway bunker, which could spell bogey. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. So even from the thick stuff, a chance still to possibly reach this green in regulation.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
That's how you play this 14th hole. That's in for birdie. And with it, she'll get a stroke back. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot. Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Second shot now from just a foot or two off the fairway.
Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that shorter.
Let's bring in Nota Pga III for a look at birdie.
And if you've ever used a putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt. Slightly up a hill and dead straight.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Okay, she'll finish that one off for her par. And her score is going to stay right where it is. Onward now to the shortest par 5 at Whistling Straits, the 16th at 568 yards. It's reachable into, but there are plenty of dunes and bunkers that can steal your glory. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Duck every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. So after reaching this green in 2, this a sizable putt for an eagle. Come on, what a putt that was from long distance. It dropped for an eagle. Well done. Well, Frank, we know that Pete Dye has given the world some intimidating par 3s, most notably the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. He says this one is even more fearsome.
And the reason why is the drop-off on the left. It's 20 feet below the level of the green. Then you've got the sand dunes on the right, which are sort of speckled with bunkers as well. And then there's a little sliver of green grass in between. That's the green.
Boy, a real chance here to get on a run. The eagle on the previous hole and now stuffs it inside of 10 feet. Look out. Coming off the eagle, this for birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And she'll move to 9 under par. We come now to one of the most celebrated finishing holes in all of golf. Whistling Straits, 520-yard par 4 18. An aggressive drive down the left side requiring a 270-yard carry over the sand dunes and bunkers. Safer to play it to the right. Uh-oh, this is well left. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. Definite trouble here, Noda.
A decision had to be made there. It was perhaps even a layup, but all in all, that's a tremendous shot just to get the ball on the green from there.
Nope. Okay, so she'll finish that off with her par here at 18. And that will be a great final round score of 68. So for our featured golfer, Frank, in the mix much of the week. It'll be a top 10 finish, but maybe a chance to rue a few missed opportunities.
Depends how you look at it. I agree with you. Definitely some missed opportunities, but there's enough good there. So how do they show up next time, though? I think that's the key.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Noda Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports P. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Scottsdale, it's the opening round of the Arizona Classic. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. The leader is the Englishman Matt Wallace. He's at 2 under par here early in this first morning wave. Frank, what kind of shot is required here at the par 3 4th?
A little drop shot par 3 down the hill in today's standards because it's under 200 yards. Series of 3 tee boxes, so plenty to choose from there. The entry into the green is well protected now by the 2 bunkers, one in the center and one on the right front of this green.
We get into the action here starting at the par 3 4th. Round 1 here at TPC Scottsdale, just 2 more events remaining on the regular season calendar. We'll be at TPC Boston next week, and that's it. The playoffs begin after that. So, that said, interesting time of year. You have half the field just trying to get to their best form, and another half trying to get in, period. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4. Obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed. And that ball looked good in the air. You'd like it to be a little closer, but still, inside 40 feet, just going to have to be careful with the lag putting.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, thanks, Rich. This is a pretty straightforward putt overall, but we are going up a gentle slope. Needs an extra bit of gas.
Just 5 feet left. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and she'll remain at 2 under. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart?
This is why you practice these shots from under 100 yards. You've bombed your drive. Now it's time for the touch shot. Zip one in there close.
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from relatively close in. I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Okay, it's a bogey here at number 6. And she's going to drop to 1 under par. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive, and that green starts to widen.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green.
Swing better, better.
Nota Pga the third for this look at birdie.
Ball coming downhill from the top side of the hole, but shouldn't be that much break in it.
absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dogleg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the two bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
That's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
12 feet still to go.
How copy?
Yes, getting hot here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. Well, the strength of that, she's into the lead by a stroke. Finishing up the front side at TPC Scottsdale with the 453-yard par 4 9th. Avoid the two bunkers down the right-hand side. Then players have an open approach to a green with a ridge bisecting it. This starting toward the right side.
That got a fortunate bounce. It'll be just fine.
Wasn't right down the middle, but it wasn't bad at all. Coming at this second shot from the right side of the fairway.
I really like her golf swing, and that's another good shot. She should be happy with that one.
Look here at birdie.
Yeah, and it's certainly no gimme from this length. It would be a Brucey bonus to find the bottom of the cup. Main consideration has to be about pace.
Oh, yes. Very impressive right down. That goes down for a birdie. Our featured golfer right there after day one, sitting at a tie atop the leaderboard.
Everything to play for these next 3 rounds. I mean, he couldn't really...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Scottsdale, second round coverage of the Arizona Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. She's on top by just one stroke as she gets ready to tee off. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Walking the course today, let's bring in Pga Tour.
158 yards left to the hole. Pin sitting back right.
That's a really solid shot. Smack bang into the middle of the green. She should be happy.
A birdie putt down to Iona.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Arriving now at the 553-yard 15th, another reachable par 5, water guarding the left side of the fairway. Players hit their second or third shots into an island green, and scores can range from